But wait, you know what? Usually we need 2 minutes before. Um,
You can swear.
yeah,
Yeah, but we can still talk right now. I
I
gotta do
know,
it now.
I know, I
So we can, yeah. So it's live right now?
Yes.
Okay. Alright, here we go. Dr. Kizomba.
know.
Dr. Kizomba with Nagash on a Sunday night. Alright. So we're gonna get to know Dr. Kizomba a little bit more today.
Mm-hmm.
I have a few questions for him.
Oh Lord,
Alright, how do you feel, Dr. Kizomba?
yo man, I'm chilling. I
How's
just, I'm. What I'm gonna do actually, I'm gonna try to go to YouTube if it's just
question?
any questions or
Yeah,
something
yeah.
like that. I can actually see it from here, right? Because it's kind of cool. Yeah, but go ahead. Yo, bro, I'm chilling. What's up with you, man?
I'm chilling too, man. I'm chilling too.
Yo, this is my boy Nagash. Yeah, man. We can we can finally say the word, right?
Yeah, it's been more than 2 minutes. For the audience, if you guys have questions, please pose your questions through the chat during this interview.
All right.
We'll get to your questions. We'll make sure Dr. Kizuma responds to all of the questions from the
Oh yeah.
audience.
Yeah. We got this. We got this. We got this. We got 8 people watching
We,
already.
we
Wow.
know we know a lot of people have been waiting for this interview for a long time. A lot of people had a lot of questions to ask you. A lot of people want to find out more about Dr. Kizumba. So let's start off with the first question. Who is Dr. Kizumba?
Um. Well, I'm a dancer, bro. Like, what you mean? I'm an entrepreneur, dancer. Um, funny guy. You know, that's really what I really think. Yeah, funny guy because I I like to laugh. Let's say so. Yeah, but Dr. Kizomba, if you want to go political, correct? Yeah, Manuel Antonio Eduardo dos Santos.
Mm-hmm.
Um, my name. I was born in Angola, Africa. Uh, now I live in Montreal, Canada. And yeah, I'm a Kizomba dance instructor. But before that, just being a dancer. Yeah, I'm a dancer. I'm a dancer. Yeah.
Okay, okay. So tell us where the name Doctor came from. What's the story behind Dr. Kizumba?
Man, this is crazy, right? Because my mom actually, she's an African typical mom. She wanted her son to be an engineer, you know. So with that, I think that was. Let me actually lower this song because this thing, these songs are gonna make me jump, bro. Like, yeah, my mom, she didn't. She actually never uh, liked dancing because she wanted me to be an engineer. She wanted all her sons to be a doctor. Actually, she got one to. Yeah, my big brother, yeah, he's a big time doctor. He's in Angola, right?
Mm.
So she always pushed her very much academically, like any single African parent, right? So yeah, and me with my dancing life just to keep it in a short format so that we don't make a Hollywood drama story, you know what I mean? Yeah, yeah, me on um, my dancing, wanting to live with dancing, yeah, I kind of never had a lot of support, you know, from her until she kind of saw like a video um, of people dancing Kizomba, not in an Angolan fashion. So she was like, yo, bro, because she's a teaser, right? Yeah, I got that from her, right? So the teaser, now. Oh, guys, if you guys go live, you guys can actually see the practice. Yeah, and you can see your reporter right here getting teased a lot. Yeah, so, yeah, so that came from her, right?
Mm.
Yeah, so she was like, yo, man, what, what the heck? Why don't you, like, why don't you, this month? I'm messing up with our dance and our culture.
Mm.
You a dancer, ain't you? So go and fix that.
Mm.
All right? Be a doctor, bruh. Yeah,
Mm.
I was like, go do some surgery. I'm like, Mom. I'm like, she's like, oh. And I was, listen, I was actually on my peak though. I was actually on my peak on the salsa. I had a promoter. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, I had a promoter. I had like gigs all over the world on the salsa scene. That's another topic that we can save it for another time, right? Yeah. So I was doing really a lot of dancing though,
Mm.
and yeah, I had to put that on the side and put the Dr. Kizomba cape on
Mm.
it and come and do some fixing though.
So now everybody knows you're Dr. Kizumba.
Yeah, my
In,
brother.
internationally known as Dr. Kizumba.
I'm a mama's boy, man. Whatever my mama told me, I'm gonna do it though. Yeah, and that also became our bond since she didn't really support the dancing,
Mm-hmm.
and she saw a kind of way and of, I don't like what you're doing, bro.
Mm-hmm.
But since you're doing that, do that for me.
Yeah.
And I was like, yo, man, um, I'm gonna do just that.
So,
Yeah.
so now your mother has two sons as doctors in the
Yeah,
family.
yeah, 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 yeah.
That's
Now
nice.
she got two doctors. Yeah, she getting money both ways. You know what I'm talking about?
Uh,
Yeah, 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 yeah.
so you said that you were born in Angola. So tell us about what city you were born in.
Well, I wasn't actually born in the main city. I was born in the desert. You know what I'm talking about, right? So I was born in the desert. You're gonna go do your geography and you're gonna find out where it's that.
Mm.
I'm a Mukubao by tribe, you know what I'm talking about. Because I'm not gonna when I'm gonna talk about Angola, I'm not gonna in Congo. That's like talking about Belgique and Portugal, right? Or because those are like European countries that put their bases and make the names, right? So I go deeper. I'm a Mukubao. My umbilical cord is right now in the desert of Namibia, and you can see it though. And yeah, I was really born there. I'm one of them childs that you really see right there in the jungle and stuff like that. Yeah,
Mm.
yeah.
Okay. So tell us what your childhood was like. Like how was Dr. Kizumba when he was a child? Is he the same person we see now today?
Way.
The same jokes, the same energy.
I never changed, bro. I don't know. Listen, I was always a happy person, and people always questioned me, "Why you so happy, man?" I mean, I guess they were sad. Yeah. Cause I always been happy. I actually have a baby picture smiling, man, while my brother holding me. And you know what? Since I was the youngest out of six, that thing gave me a little bit like that thing kind of made me a bossy out of because I could punch a brother across his face,
Mm.
and then don't worry, my sixth brother is gonna come and fix the mess. You know what I'm talking about? Cause yeah, that's how I kind of grew up because I was the youngest out of kind of five. The big one was a girl, but all the other one were boys, and we had to protect the queen. So hey, we were building to protect our mom and our sister, right?
Mm.
So we were really fired. And me being the youngest, I had to always prove something, because I want to be part of the big crew.
Mm.
But my age was so little, so I could only catch it up. Yeah. Go ahead.
Okay. So you were
Yeah.
the baby of the family, actually.
Yeah, baby of the family.
Family. Okay.
Yeah, baby of the
But
family.
you had a lot of people to look up to. You had your brothers, your sister, your mom.
Yeah. My sister kind of dipped earlier, but yeah, we do immigrant reasons. But yeah, we stayed tight though because it was really hard here in Angola. You know what I'm talking about, like growing up with the stigma of voodoo and all that stuff. Certain hours you cannot be outside and
Mm.
stuff like that. So you learn how to really deal with your family members inside of the house. You know what I'm talking about? Because other than that, you really not you can do really a lot though. Yeah,
Mm.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
So who else were your idols when you were a child? Who did you look up to? You said like people in your family, celebrities, dancers, athletes,
Well,
political figures.
well, it depends because it varies on what time. Because I consider myself of having certain lives, right? So when I was growing up, let's say, who I had my picture on the wall, like that's how I consider an idol. If
Mm.
I don't have my picture on my wall, I was really a fan of, like my guy was Popov. Yeah, was Popov. If you guys don't know, Popov is actually a swimmer. You know what I'm talking about? He's a Russian swimmer. Yeah, that guy, then, the Jan Torps, the Peter from Ori Buns, I'm talking about. Those guys came after and they beat the records, right? But Popov, uh, oh, I'm talking about, like, now Michael Phelps, right? Yeah, I'm talking about generations before that. Yeah.
Mm.
So, the Michael Phelps from before. So pretty much, yeah, these guys, I kind of, I kind of, I was really like, cause every time he was kind of beating a record, and then after that, you know what happened to his life. It's not gonna be me that's gonna bring those news to you. But anyway, yeah. So after that era, let's say, when it gets to like when you get like to a little older, Jean-Michel Rotin, man.
Mm.
Rotin, yeah, I still play his music because of the way that he imitates Michael Jackson in the Zouk stuff. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, and then among a lot of artists, you know what I'm talking about, that right now I cannot get on top of my head. I grew up with Outkast, you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, and then when I got into the dancing, uh, I'm really a Juan Matos guy, man. Juan Matos. I mean, of course, everybody respect Eddie Torres, Frankie Martin. I'm talking about salsa if you don't
Mm.
know. Yeah, Eddie Torres, Frankie Martinez, and what the Franklin Diaz, the Sion Styles, uh, the the well before Santo Rico, Thomas Guerrero, Yamule, of course, right now, right, with Santo Rico,
So you started dancing salsa before you started teaching samba and kizomba.
Oh, you phrase it the best way. I started dancing salsa before I teach.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, salsa actually gave me the teaching skills. You
Mm.
know what I'm talking about? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Salsa actually gave me the teaching skills. So yeah, yeah. I was um I I'm a mambo dancer. What the heck you talking about? Come to Baila con Gusto every Thursday, and then you see what's gonna happen to you. Yeah, something is wrong with my camera, but okay, no problem. Yeah, it's the iPhone 13. I hope it's not broken. No, it's not broken. That cannot be broken. No, cannot be broken. Yeah, dude,
I think
I'm
it's good.
joking. Go
I think
ahead.
it's good.
Yeah.
But what attracted you to salsa? Like how did you get into the salsa world?
Well, I was walking one time, frustrated, like around Amsterdam. I was down. I was really no. That story is actually something that deserves a cigarette. Yeah. So while I was while I was in Amsterdam, I was actually frustrated because of the way that I was, I was swimming,
Mm.
right? So I was really good at it,
Mm.
right? And before I swam, it got me. Before I get good, I really had to fit in. right? Because I was the only black kid at the swimming pool. Everybody blonde, you know. I'm talking about you young, you don't know these stuffs and stuff like that. So all these things really affected me. So when I was already breaking records, I wasn't in it because I still had the memories of how they treated me before. And then I was like, now that I'm giving you money, you're kind of cool with me. So I was actually biking, feeting. I was actually biking home from practice, and I saw like a salsa place. As I see the salsa place, I saw my two brothers there, and actually the dance that they were doing was bachata, right? So, and as they were doing bachata and stuff like that, I was like, I got in. They let me in because I was told that I was totally underage. Yeah, they got me in. That the guy said, "Promise you're not gonna drink anything." I said, "No, only Coca-Cola." Yeah, yeah, because I like Coca-Cola. That was my shit. Yeah, yeah. So, and then he got me a Coca-Cola. Oh, that was my happiest day. And then I really like how to dance. And my brother knew that I was crazy. You know what I'm talking about. And he was like, "Okay, I'm a bet you're gonna." I was like so fascinated with people dancing and stuff like that. I was like, "Oh, that's so cool." And he was like, "Okay, I bet you're gonna ask that girl to dance." And I was like, F that, I'm gonna go. So, cause he knew that I was a suicidal. Yeah, yeah. So I just went and I started dancing with the girl, and she actually noticed that I didn't know how to dance. So she dropped me on the dance floor. So the walk from the dance floor to my brothers, that was
So
give
when
me.
you say she dropped you, what does that mean? Like she just walked away
She
from you
walked
in
away,
the middle of
man.
the song,
I didn't know what to do.
and you're dancing bachata?
Yeah, man, I didn't know what to do, bro. Yeah, I was a kid, bro. Like she just did me like that. I was like, oh man, no. I was like, no, that's so bad. You know what I'm talking about? And then I look back, like every single one of my brothers had like a different position on the table. They were laughing. They were laughing because they're the ones who sent me, right? And man, I walked so proudly back with my head up, and I had to stay like I didn't want to cry or anything because you know what, we among the boys, right? So yeah, I took that L, you know. And then I said, I made a promise to myself, a heavy promise, that I'm gonna be the best bachata or Latin dancer that I can ever be. You know what I'm talking about? Just to prove it to this girl, you know what I'm talking about? That, yeah, I was a kid. And I actually became.
Uh-huh.
And then when I met the girl,
Oh, you met her again?
again, like 5 years after, at the
Wow.
same spot.
Wow.
Yeah, yeah, because I'm vintage like that. I'm like a snake.
Were you waiting for those 5 years?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I wish she was in my mind every single practice. Yeah. I'm not lying. I'm serious. She inspired me. Oh, yeah. I call so many names to that woman. So cool. But I end up thanking her for that, though.
To change your life.
Yeah. The hate was good because I was like, yeah, you dropped me and stuff like that. And then, you know, when was the time, like the 5 years or something after I actually had to, 4 or something, that I actually meet her again at the social. I was already this big guy. She didn't even recognize. She knew me, but she didn't know I was that kid. So I could easily embarrass her the same way I she did to me. I didn't, because I didn't have the balls.
So you're not that vengeful.
I guess not.
You just wanted to show your skills that you could do it.
Well, no, I really wanted to do it though. The plan was really to, yeah. No.
Did you want to drop her
Don't
too?
rob me out of the idea.
Did you wanna,
I wanted to get this beautiful to the dance floor, okay?
to drop her?
Yeah, man, I was gonna drop this bit for real, man. I swear, I was going to. I planned that thing for all that time, you know. But when I got to that position, man, I couldn't, bro. I just couldn't. It's like you're waiting to kill this person or something, or someone did something to you,
Yeah.
and you waited, or you I really planned. all the practices, all the like. That was my goal, you know,
Yeah.
because I really became the biggest dancer on that club.
Mm.
So the DJ would not start if I was not there. I was his favorite dancer.
Mm.
I started traveling, going to all over the place, just with that anger, you know what I'm talking about. And yeah, and she was the first stare on everything. And after I couldn't drop her, I was older, and obviously I saw the bigger picture.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that's really what it was. Yeah, but I hold grudges. Yeah, I'm a grudge holder, man. Yeah, yeah. Until today, I hold grudges of people that did shit to me long time ago. I still, when I see them, you know what I do. I mean, I still gonna call you out and that stuff. But I'm not going to do when it's time to really do something that matter,
Mm.
really that's gonna change your life, or I really get the advantage. Few people I really got the sweet of it because I actually feel guilty after
Mm-hmm.
because I couldn't control my anger. It's a crazy feeling though.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Mm.
yeah.
Okay. Okay. Great.
Mhm.
Really interesting.
Yeah. I'm real though. I'm not, yo, man. I'm not gonna, like, I just do my stuff, but it's nothing real about a man. You know what I'm talking about? Because at the end of the day, that's all we got. Not really reality, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's a cigarette manufacturer. Yeah, go ahead. Mm.
So you talked about swimming. You talked about your past with swimming. It sounds like swimming was like your first passion or your first.
Love,
Yeah.
my first love. Yeah.
So who got you into swimming? Was it your mother or your brothers, or maybe your sisters, or was it someone else? Like how did Manuel get in the swimming pool and start being competitive?
My mom didn't even pay for that shit, bro.
So this is you
Yo.
started in
She
Angola.
didn't. Nobody. Yo, I went to the. No. Oh yeah. Fuck. Oh shit. Now you got me. Um. I. We were at school. We were at school, and it was 1 month. We had an activity that school paid to go to a swimming pool.
How old were you at that time?
Well, we were the shit like 7
Mm.
shit, yeah, 8 or some shit. So we all went to the swimming pool and stuff like that. We all we all swimming and stuff like that. And one of my boys, my colleagues,
You call your colleagues 7 years old?
colleagues, collega,
Yeah.
how do you call
Your schoolmate. Yeah.
uh, schoolmate?
Yeah.
His colleague, caralho. He's a colleague, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, one of the guys at school. Was a light skinned kid. You know what I'm talking about? A mixed kid. You know, we call him mulatto at the time. Shit, man. That laton. Listen, we were all in the water. And then he came and then he jumped all over us. I look at that light skinned nigga on top like a bird. He jumped over us and then he get on the other side. Bam! I was like, wow! Oh my God, I was sold. And me not being a hater at 7, I went there and I was like, nigga, teach me this shit.
Mm.
What? Well, how do you, like, what? And he was like, because his uncle was a swimming teacher, Cesar Ribeiro, right? And became my coach. He was like, no, my uncle is the teacher, he's just right there. And I was like, yo, I go to the uncle and say, I want to do this stuff.
Mm.
He said, you want to do what? I'm like, I want to jump, I want to swim, I want to jump from that thing from the top. I want to do, because it was a national swimming pool.
Mm.
So we had everything, like the 50 meters, the 25 meters on the other side. We have the tank for the divers. We had everything. We have water polo. I said, I want to do it all. He was like, calm down, little kid. Who's your family? I'm like, Dos Santos. He's like, the president said, nah, I wish, bro. And they're like, oh, okay, one of those. And then I was like, what you mean one of those? He said, you ain't got no money. I said, well, I can get money. And then he was like, where do you live? I was like, in 2 streets behind. And then he said, who's your parents?
Mm.
And then I say, Mama, he kind of know he knew my stepdad,
Mm.
right? Yeah, because the light skinned people in my country, they all know each other, right? So, yeah. He knew my stepdad and stuff. And then he was like, okay, cool. I'm going to talk to your stepdad. And I was like, okay, cool. And then the next day I came back in. So, you know what I'm talking about. And then there was a fee to pay. You know what I'm talking about. Yeah, but my stepdad and my mom, they was running around of that. I stole that money, man. I don't even know. I stole that money. I stole that money from somewhere, and I paid my fee. I was crazy like that. I paid my fee, and I started swimming,
Mm.
and from there, I became a national champion, beat records
Mm.
at the age of like when Tupac was singing.
Mm.
I had the Shaquille O'Neal and the Kobe Bryant. I'm talking about the Snickers, bro.
Mm.
The Shaq Attack and the Kobe Bryant when they were playing at the Lakers. Okay, that was a Reebok and Adidas. Kobe was at the Adidas at the time. The three things actually go on top like that.
Mm.
I even have a picture of that stuff of me. But like you have to understand, a kid. No picture. A kid, right? 9, 10, 11 years old with a shock over $100 sneaker. Huh? Two of them, like the way I do with my cars right now. Yeah. So over $200 sneaker walking in the streets of Luanda
Mm.
around 96, bro. And nobody touched me. Yeah.
So you were known, like everyone knew you as the
Oh,
champion.
yeah.
But like,
It
let me
was
ask you a
gangs.
question. Were you
Yeah.
like, were you naturally disciplined? Like to be, like you started, you saw your friends swimming, you started swimming, and then you became national champion.
With
At
I'm
a,
having trouble hearing you. Sorry, could you say that again?
she asked you, go ahead.
okay, so you saw your friend swimming, you asked his uncle to teach you, you became national champion after. But
Yeah.
like, in between that, you must have trained really hard every single day at a young age.
Everything was the coach, man. It was the coach, man. Everything was the coach, man. Cesar Ribeiro, man. I mean that coach, that I embody that coach, you know, in everything, every single thing I do because my coach was, um, hey up, 6 o'clock in the morning. It was a fuck. He was a general, bro. You don't mess with like we listen. It was a light skinned team. It was only three black guys, and then there was the black team.
Mm-hmm.
But to get to that light skinned team, oh man, you gotta be connected, okay?
Mm-hmm.
So because my light, but because it's like the Portuguese, the white people, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I was actually swimming against Angola pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
But the training that coach had, bro,
Mm-hmm.
it was not a man. I used to see the primero that goes to guys, the guys that used to swim against us, bro. It was no discipline, bro.
Mm-hmm.
It was just no discipline. We were at 6 o'clock in the morning. We had to be inside of the water, and at 6 o'clock at the afternoon, inside of the water. If you eat something like butter soup or something like that in between the training, you're gonna get out of the water or even vomit on the water
Mm-hmm.
because the training is over 5 kilometers easy, and you gotta beat that thing in less than an hour sometimes. You know what I'm talking about?
Mm-hmm.
So we talking about it was intensive for us. It was really. I this body that I have is not from dancing. It's from swimming,
Mm-hmm.
and being at that young age, following discipline, and not being distracted because I had now uh, brothers and sisters that saw me winning for the first time,
Mm-hmm.
and they're like, "Kid, you got something going on right here." You know what I'm talking about? And seeing my brother crying and stuff like that.
He was crying because he was happy.
Yeah. It was that. Yeah, I was kicking. Like at one point, I would like finish at 10 seconds before everybody in a 1,000 like 1,000 and like 1,500 meters.
Mm.
I like when I finish like people with 1 minute before I was done. I'm chilling. No people clap.
Mm.
Nobody clap, cause it was just white people in the crowd and shit like that.
Mm.
But the nigga section, you know what I'm talking about? Like, it was just like, wow, like crazy. And that's what actually broke me, because yes, it's true I'm swimming on an against team, but we broke a lot of records nationally because we all Angolans, right?
Mm.
So, yeah, it was always that split that I even had in Angola. So I was always dealing with multicultural stuff
Mm.
at early age, man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's why I'm cool with everybody though.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So that thing reshaped everything. The swimming. Which I'm planning on going back to that. Cause that's like the final plan. Like become a truck driver and a swimming coach.
Well, we should save that point to the end, because then when we talk about your future plans.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The beginning of the end, man. How long you wanna do this interview?
The beginning of this, we still got time. We still got a lot of questions.
It's my fault.
But going back to the swimming, like, do you think that's where, like, do you think is that where you kind of develop your kind of desire to kind of win? You talk about winning mentality, you say that a lot during your practices, right? Is that where you developed that? Is that where you first started, like, it started being ingrained in your personality, in your mind? And then maybe just to ask you another question, like, do you feel like that's where you also develop like this idea that you want to prove people wrong, right? So like,
Oh, I'm a
and
Taurus. That comes with it. Yeah, yeah,
but
yeah.
like that was the first time you saw it in your life, like manifest.
Yeah, oh yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, partly what you're saying is right, all right? Partially what you're saying is right. That just made it know that was possible,
Mm-hmm.
if you know what I mean. It was possible because it was easy to beat.
Mm.
Because I was like, if we are put in the same classroom with the same benefits, and you have to understand, like, while people were drinking Gatorade at that time, they already was drinking like Gatorade, bro. In the middle of swimming, I was drinking just not even water, bro. We were just swimming like that. Well, people with kids, what they drank, like me, it was just natural steam. So to beat you on my naturalism because of my training, and then I'm black, so I had to put sight on the basketball and stuff like that, cause I gotta hang out with my boys in the hood and stuff like that. So you gotta play ball, so all these things. So I mean, of course, it comes extra practice, and yeah, I don't know how to take a loss though.
But
I don't know how to take a loss, so I made sure that I over practice so that I don't have to see defeat in my life.
yeah, so you knew success, like big success, really young in your life when you were still a
Younger,
child.
younger, bro. Younger, younger.
So while the
Not
kids,
only in swimming, in dancing already, because I was the best dancer in my neighborhood. The party wouldn't start it without they go get little Buddha. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Before me, they go get me. Even the people at the party said we not starting, cause like I was practicing at my afternoon, like like at the age of like 3, 4, like already my mom would beat me up because I was trying to carry a big mirror, right? So big to go and put on on the veranda because it was too hot inside of the house. Because was it put it on the veranda so I could practice my dance moves and look what I'm doing on my story of my life. Okay, because that was the mirror that she used to get dressed, right? So I go steal the same mirror, and I'm a baby. They just sing the mirror upstairs. And this baby is carrying the mirror. So my brothers, after that, they would just grab me and grab the mirror and put on the veranda and then just leave me there. And I'll be all the afternoon practicing my dance moves on the mirror. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
those are stories that, yeah, I vaguely remember them, but they can clearly tell me. So that was dancing was always there somewhere because we Angolan, right? So every song that come out, it comes with a dance. So especially with Kuduro. So when it comes with a dance, oh, before it came, I already knew it.
Mm.
Yeah, I was the baby that everybody would say, oh, do this move.
Mm.
Yeah, and I would do the move. Yeah, my brothers would walk around with me
Mm.
just to showcase how to do the moves. Yeah.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah, so I was really that guy. Yeah.
So your brothers dance too?
One was all right. One was all right. One was very smooth,
Mm.
right? And one was very funky.
Mm.
And one was a DJ. And the other one didn't have to talk. So I embodied all these motherfuckers in one.
See.
So, because I had time to look and learn from every single one of them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. So, and then what was funny is that with Kizomba, there is different styles, right? Because neighborhoods dance different, right? And by seeing my brother's different styles, I can embody.
Mm-hmm.
I can be the killer on the stepping. I can be the smooth operator on the tarraxinha. Or I can give you a nice feeling on samba, an elegant feeling, right?
Mhm.
So I can do it all because of what I saw. And you doubt yourself because you see other artists actually teaching and doing, and they only have one style and they vouch for that style as if the dance is that style.
Mm.
Like everybody gotta dance their way, otherwise it's not good.
Mm.
So some people gonna be thinking, oh, but that's what you say. I say, no, dumbass, that's not what I say. What I say is you have to understand how the steps work.
Mm.
The steps, the philosophy of stepping on the left, the stop and everything. But then after, of course, it's your body. We don't look the same. Of course, we're gonna choose to do different steps, still listening to the same music
Mhm.
because right in the same padron. So that's what I
Mm.
mean. Yeah.
Okay. I want to ask you a question about judo. Did you ever do judo
Yeah, banca.
in Angola?
Yeah,
Okay.
a lot of years, man.
At the
We-
same time we were doing swimming.
Everybody had to fight because we were living in a situation where it was war, right? So in '92 was the biggest war and stuff like that, and I was there. So it was like Krav Maga in my country. So if you like, even on the fights, you fighting someone. We call the barai, we call morote, we call ipon. You know, we Japanese when it comes to that stuff. So even a lady selling stuff, she can give you a ipon or she can give you a barai easily. She can like we Angolans don't fight with an Angolan because you going to drop. The first thing you're gonna do is drop, and then we kick you in the head when you're on the floor. That's just our technique. Like start push and pull, barai.
Mm.
Barai, your leg is already up, your body's on the floor.
Mm.
You're looking at the floor, looking at a surprise. While you're looking surprised, they're kicking your head like football, and you're rolling. So that's an Angolan recipe, like an Angolan recipe, and a slap across your face, and then grab on your legs, toss you with the shoulder so that you can flap on your belly, and then grab the ground position on top of you and punch you or slap you like your daddy. Those are Angolan things. So we like, and everybody once in their life had to do that because we came from war.
Mm.
Like so we say go, let's go outside. We don't say when we don't understand each other. Yeah, let's just fight. Yeah. There's no like like, oh, but understand, or like when I'm having conversation with girls, man, oh my god, they like over, oh, they they like over operate the conver. I know a particular girl. I cannot say her name. You know what I'm talking about. But I know she's listening to us right now. Yeah. But anyway, but they over operate the conversation and look for each side. You know what I'm talking about. So to me, I kind of I kind of yeah dislike that, but I appreciate that because I have to understand their point of view. But I don't have to do that to a guy.
Mm-hmm.
To a guy is like, yeah, let's go outside. Cause get me wrong, if I get my ass whooping, we still gonna be cool. You know what I'm talking about? Because a fighter never think about winning all the time.
Mm-hmm.
There's always the possibility of losing. You know what I'm talking about? But depending of what you did, I ain't gonna lose. Yeah, because I'm not gonna choose. I just choose respect out of everything. But I don't fight. I choose non-violences for the approach of things. I'm a very positive person until I get negative.
Okay. Okay. You mentioned the Civil War. Like, can you briefly tell us what was the Civil War about? Just briefly. Or was it a Civil War?
Yeah, man. Diamonds, gold, money. People coming to my country saying that they're gonna help, but they're not helping. They're taking the things,
Mm.
and people taking. And the was the UNITA versus the MPLA,
Both Angolans.
both Angolans,
Mm.
but having aid from America and all the other places,
Mm-hmm.
uh, pumping them with weapons and stuff like that. People from the north, people from the south coming and overthrown the city to take it over
Mm-hmm.
of the people in power. People flying militants from different places to go fight against other people.
Mm-hmm.
Congo getting involved in other countries. Yeah, man. What more reason do you want to know?
How,
It's a
how,
lot. These gotta be a separate topic so that we can
how,
actually
how
describe.
long was that war?
Whew. They still have the aftermath of that thing. That's over 40 years war.
40 years. Okay.
Over 40.
Mm-hmm.
Someone gonna correct me on the comments. Might go to 50 right now.
Wow. Okay. Um, but I want to ask about Angola a little bit more because we know that Angola has contributed a lot, not just musically, but like culturally, right?
Mm-hmm.
Gastronomically, like food. Many countries around the world base a lot of their food from Angolan food, vocabulary. You know, Brazilians they say cafune, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Music, right? Linguistically, so all these like Angola is like has contributed a lot to the world, right?
Mother. We gotta go to capoeira. You gotta
I
go
was
to
gonna say
yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
capoeira. So what are your thoughts on that? What are your thoughts about Angola's contribution to the world? So not just musically, but in all aspects. Like, how do you feel as an Angolan?
How can I say? Just by the fact that if we're gonna compare it to all the entire African countries and the position of the Portuguese on the slave trade, meaning they are the ones who really were, if people were doing slavery, Portuguese was doing 70% out of slavery. If you guys don't know, the tough ones, the ones that survive, even the ones that don't survive, the ones that went and got mixed and got all that stuff, we here, baby. We here. I cannot even talk about Angola on that. I gotta just put Angola into Africa. They did the same thing to us that they did to everybody else. They see it develop, they come, they copy. You know what I'm talking about. How long it took you to find out what Kuduro was? How long that song Danza Kuduro came out? Dame la vuelta, danza kuduro, mano la arriba. Uh-huh. Hold on. But now you know what kuduro really is, right? So how many years it took you to find out that exists a dance like that? And people that some of the people here listening, they don't even know what kuduro is. That tells you sad, happy, good, bad. Yeah, it's. I'm just happy that we survived. And you forgot one thing:
Mm.
the first black slave owner was Angola.
The first owner of a black slave
Trade, yeah, tobacco slave trade
was a black Angolan.
in the south.
Mm.
I'm talking about this is before we even talking about African story.
Yeah.
So we're talking about the boats that went up and all that stuff. Like so, if you look at Angola or what Angola is, I just listen. I look up. I read a lot of stuff and I know the O.J. Edgar Hoover story. I know Hitler stuff. I read the baddest of the bad, because I want to understand their criminal mind. No, I don't shy away. I want to know what you really thinking, bro. I want to know what really a Nazi thinking, bro. I really want to know what a KKK is thinking. What's your motive, bro? So I read those things without like biased. I'm reading like to understand what is your source. You know what I'm talking about? To find out which they have the worst prison. The worst prison. Everybody actually fear Angola. Every gangster when hear the name Angola, he's straighten up.
In the U.S. You mean?
In the US.
Yeah, in Louisiana. Yeah.
That tells me a lot of what you think about Angola, bro. Yeah, that's just yeah. For the people that deeply are connected and can understand what I'm saying, yeah, the real ones know what Angola is. Yeah.
Okay. But so let me ask you the next question. Do you feel like the public, so like the world, do you think that they fully recognize and they give the credit to Angola as it
How
deserves?
can they recognize something that they don't know? How many Angolans speak like me? Or even close to hold a dialect, a dialogue, right? Like that, and have this platform. I just got on YouTube right now, man. You know what I'm talking about. So, how many of us can really have that conversation outside of my country without being in our world? I was just having a conversation with one of my girls, and then we talked about French people, and I asked her, take Africa out. How many countries in the world really speak French? I'm talking about territorial, like English. Then she realized how big really French is. You know what I'm talking about? Which is not really big, but it's big
Yeah.
because the French world is big. But in a comparison with the country languages and speaking, you know that England took a lot of territorial. Makes sense, right? Understandable, man. Because I took Africa out. Do you know what I'm talking about? For each his own. That's why their selection look like the African map, right? So, for each his own. It's just an understanding of how things can go. Yeah.
So, so to clear, like, so you don't feel like, and so like, let's talk about dance. So what are your thoughts about the recognition that Angola as the basis for like
What
Kizomba and
what
Samba?
recognition? Who's recognizing?
So I'm saying, like, do you think that schools, teachers across the world,
Who? Who?
So they don't. So you don't think that they do.
Put my flag and try to dance like or something or having, so what, like, I want to know. I know that a lot of people do a lot for my country, right? But I, okay, let's just put an example, because I want to try to be positive, because I'm actually happy of how people embrace, my culture, right? But you gotta ask me that question properly, because if we're talking about Kizomba, I see how people is butchering my culture. And that's one of the reasons I'm actually here on YouTube to post more videos, to don't be one of the Angolans that is sitting and criticizing though. So when I say like who, what, how, it's more like, uh, rephrase that question properly, man. Yeah,
How about
cause you getting there, boy. You getting? I see you scratching. You know what I'm talking about? Niggas, he's scratching. He's getting there. He's spicy, huh? I would need some coffee. I would need some coffee, man. Magically, this cup needs some coffee. Niggas, you want some coffee? Yeah, your coffee look like me, black as fuck. Look at that. That's Niggas coffee. And my coffee gonna look like Niggas.
um, so I have a question for you. So
Yeah, we waiting for that question.
so
Even 10 people just jumping. Hello, what? Go ahead, Niggas. Ask him. Yeah.
so actually I wanna keep on talking about Angola, but I wanna ask you what does Angola mean to you? And then like as a follow up to that, like do you feel like part of your mission as a dance teacher is linked to ensuring that your students, the world knows about what the origins of the dances and what Angola's contribution is, as much as it is to teach people how to dance? Like, do you feel like you can teach Kizomba and Samba to people without giving proper credit to your country?
Listen to me. Man, that's a deep question.
That's why we're here. We ask
Yeah.
deep questions.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Angola is everything to me. Yeah. I live and die for that boy. You know? That right, that country, that soul, that, yeah. And I refuse to be someone else than Angolan. So I left my country with my stuff, and I moved here with my stuff, and I continue an Angolan in this country. People told me to change. Hell no, bro. I'm not changing. I'm that Angola. My boys told me that I didn't change. I'm still that guy that was living in Angola. Just like if I get out, I'm just like going to see my friends, cause I kept Angolan 100%, and every single day of my life, I have to represent this country. But as an African, you know what I'm talking about. Not as an Angolan, only because as an Angolan is not enough. I gotta put as an African, I gotta put as a black man, and I gotta put as an NIGGA. Yeah. Do you understand? That's my reason of living. Like there's no another. Like it's about Angola. So it is super disrespectful to me, right? When it has to do with my country, it is to the point. It is suicidal, though. You know.
So let me
Yeah.
ask you a question. Like, why do you think? Why do you like? What's your hypothesis? Hypothesis for why like Kizumba instructors don't give proper credit to Angola? Like, why do they make it seem like it's a French dance or a Portuguese dance? Like, what's their intention behind that? Like, why not? Why don't they just say like they say salsa? They give the origins to New York, Cuba, Colombia
See,
sometimes. Why don't they
see,
do that?
see, see, see what you're talking about. let's go back to that. Yeah, salsa. Where's salsa from?
Salsa's from New York. It could be Cuba, Colombia.
My nigga, you just gave me three fucking countries, man. Where's salsa from? Please tell me what country is salsa from.
I mean, depends on the style. I'm not an expert though.
Okay, depends on the style. No. So where you from?
I'm from Eritrea.
Oh, depends on the style. You could be from what? You could be from Sudan. You could be from what? You could be from what? Where are you from? Okay, where is salsa born, my brother?
So well, I don't know where salsa's from. Cuba.
Mm,
Cuba.
mm, mm.
I'll say Cuba. New York.
The, man, you just gave me two. Man, you see. Now you give me a light skin war. You know what I'm talking about?
No,
Yeah,
I'll say Cuba. I'll say Cuba. I'll say Cuba. And
like
then
we say, you have to fight to say the origin of salsa, right? That's what's gonna happen with Kizomba, and nobody can fight against that.
mm,
But Kizomba is from Angola. The word Kizomba means party.
mm.
And that's where the things get messed up. Because we are samba dancers though. And we dance samba on zouk with a little bit of tarraxinha, my brother. You know what I'm talking about? But the music is zouk music. And that's why a lot of people is upset. Listen, a lot of the people in France, the older people is upset because they feel like, okay, so but you guys did that to us too. When you dance kizomba or samba on zouk, you feel like you're disrespecting us. You know what I'm talking about? So therefore, we're gonna get back to you with the urban kids. That's their cause of explaining their stuff. A lot of them. If they think I didn't know that, capping, bro. You capping. You full capping right there. You know what I'm talking about? Because you know what? We did not did Zouk love, Zouk dance, Zouk this, Zouk up, Zouk down, Zouk. No, we didn't do that. You do what? Kizomba, urban kids. You do what? Tarrashinha, you do tarrasho. You do what? You always copy on something that is derivated to my country that people love. But we know what that is. That is, of course, French behind it, but that is crabs on the bucket. That is crabs on the bucket because in between us, you know I'm going deep with that. In between us, when you see that Negasi is succeeding, so nobody gonna really see Negasi succeeding. We're gonna jump on that like you almost having 1 million, right? Everybody gonna ask for money so that that 1 million never gonna arrive. You know what I'm talking about, right? Because if they have knowledge of what level are you going to, you know what I'm talking about. So that's what I think happens with these things. I mean, other cultures and communities see that, oh wow, a dance get popular, so is it's our chance to also get popular too. But everybody gotta understand that everybody get rich, but not at the same time, bro. You know what I'm talking about, right? So you gotta let people get it, and then you get it, because otherwise it's too much people running, right? It's too much people running from the same cause. That's just my intellectual take on it. Hoodville connected, yeah,
Mm,
yeah.
okay. So we only got a few more minutes here because our hour is wrapping up. But
Mm.
I wanted to ask you a question. So what do you think? This is switching gears, but what do you think is the biggest misconception that people have about you? That you hear that, that people might think of you, or that you've heard over and over, or more than once, but that's completely wrong.
That I'm a nice guy. I'm not a nice guy at all. I'm a bad man. Get it? No, I'm joking. I'm joking. I'm joking. There was like, chan, 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 chan. Uh, misconception. I mean, weed, woman, and used to be the drinking, but I scratched the drinking though. So a lot of the problems it went down with the drinking.
Mm.
Yeah. So yeah, the drinking was really something that kind of gave the edge of myself to really because I'm full on my act, right? If I gotta be a YouTuber, see, I'm doing lives on YouTube right now. I gotta be on my act, right? So I gotta act whatever the platform is asking me to do, right? So on my act, I couldn't do a lot of the things that the promoters would ask me to do it. So I would use a little drinking too. You know what I'm talking about? And the little drinking became a little big, became a little bit, became a little bit, became a little bit. And you just become actually these people's clowns, you know what I'm talking about?
Mm-hmm.
And fully realizing that you kind of made a career with that, not knowing that you're affecting yourself doing that, you know. You entertain everybody, groupies, everybody, you know what I'm talking about. And the drinking just is your vehicle to say, I don't care, I don't give a damn. And the next day you wake up with oof, more things. Since I put that aside, yeah, a lot of the problems actually stopped it.
Mm.
Yeah.
Is there something though that you think people think of you now that's just not true?
Now they know it's just not true. Before, because before, that's also gonna be another topic. Before, a lot of lies were said about myself, and some people still like actually run with those lies. You know what I'm talking about? To destroy my name, my reputation, my career, and I, with my behavior, gave uh, some truth to those lies. Meaning, I was in a, off and on relationship or whatever you call it, and I was in a relationship, and I was a party boy. No, the start is about me and my mistress is nobody business. You know what I'm talking about. But um, you know, I was a party boy, and I was a party boy, and I did a lot of things. So without the drinking, I'm a much better person, and I can see a lot of things clear. So when I opened my eye, a lot of people were putting a lot of dots on me, and some of them were true, but 95% was full of cop and competition that was hating on a nigga because I was doing my stuff,
Mm.
right? So people actually like regroup, so that they could destroy me. And what they did, they attacked my friends, the people close to me. They even attacked my family members. They attacked everybody so that way I could isolate myself mentally and I could kill myself.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, that's nothing new. Someone that comes from a country that is war. Yeah, I mean, of course it hit me mentally to a certain extent. But when I cleared the alcohol, I definitely saw clear what bullshit was going on. Y'all copying. And I did not spoke personally about the situation or throw women under the bus or people that spoke about my woman and man under the bus. and really told their story because I'm savage and I love to do that, but I could not do that because what's gonna go against my real beliefs, right? If I believe that I cannot address a situation like that because I will be do as wrong as you doing to me, then I won't do it. It's kind of hard to understand if you're a fake motherfucker, but if you're a real dude, you understand. It's not because you shoot me that I'm gonna get a weapon and I'm gonna shoot you back, bro.
Mm.
Makes sense, right?
Mm.
Nah, you caught me sleeping, bro. Take a shot. You know what I'm talking about. I'll just shoot your mama.
Is,
Yeah,
is this how you want to end the
no, no,
interview?
no, no,
No,
no, no, no, no.
no,
Yeah.
no. We
But
had
you know what I mean.
yeah. No, I think we learned a lot about Dr. Kizomba. I think we learned a lot about what motivates you. We learned a lot about your personality. We learned a lot about your passion. We learned a lot of new information, right? I think a lot of people were interested in that. Um, so thank you for sharing. Thank you for allowing us to ask those questions and for you to tell us that.
So, what is this actually? Is that a podcast? Is that you gotta tell me what is this? What we starting right here?
Yeah, I think we should let the public decide. You know, I think if the public wants more information, they want to hear you speak more. Uh, I think something more regular is in order.
Y'all dig? Listen, if y'all dig, all right, put all the stops right here on the comment sections, and we can do that thing really often, bro. Cause he's my boy and the guys right here. You know, we doing like interviews like this, okay? So, and we want you to actually be right here, so that way you can be on the conversation and on the comment section and stuff like that. And we're gonna do that weekly, man. If this man can keep up, is a very busy guy. To get him is gonna be very hard. But you know that's Dr. Kizomba Crib, and you already know it right here, man. I mean, yeah, niggas, go do your thing, man, because that's your interview, man. Yeah, do your thing. But before we go, wait, I want to say something. Um, you are an amazing dancer, not only an interviewer, but you were a better person, man. You know what I'm talking about. And if somehow we can put your information here on the commentary so that they can get to know who you are, you guys gotta see the guy's face right now. He's dying, all right? Yeah, so that people can actually see you. But you guys gonna see him because he's actually one of my students. Follow my boy when you see his page, Nagaji, right? That was our first interview.
Mm.
Yeah,
Thank you.
yeah.
Good night, everyone.
Oh